I'm Ida Ayala, and I got involved when I got a message from a friend that they were planning on cutting down 100 trees at Brackenridge Park. But once I went to the HDRC meeting where the city was trying to get approval, I saw the concept drawings on one of the presentations, and then that really got me going. So a lot of us have a lot of history at this park, growing up and just coming out here for the day. As I came out here on my way home from work, I would stop and talk to the people, ask them if they knew what was going on, and a lot of them said, give me something to sign. So I went ahead and developed a petition. We have between the paper and on change.org almost 400 signatures now, especially after today. And so my priority was to let people know what's happening so that they can have a voice. Because most people everyone I've talked to in the park does not want all of this to happen. One of the other issues I had was at that HDRC meeting when the city was trying to get approval for cutting down 100 trees, including the heritage trees. One of the problems that I found was Texas, and one of the questions the commissioners asked was, has THC, which is the Texas Historic Commission, have they approved it? What have you received from them? We're in conversation with them. We just need the approval for the trees. Well, in a letter that was received through the Open Information Act, THC specifically told them that their application was not approved, it was insufficient, incomplete, and they explained Brackenridge Park was listed in the National Register as an historic district in 2011. The park's landscape architecture was emphasized as an area of significance in the National Register nomination for its unique and exemplary design evolution, not designed by people, design evolution from the Spanish colonial era through the mid-20th century. It is our responsibility to review any proposed work to Brackenridge Park's historic landscape, including trees. So the trees are included as historical landmarks, not just the walls and not just the structures. And it goes further in accordance with the Secretary of the Interior standards for the treatment of historic properties. So this Brackenridge Park is a lot bigger than Public Works and Parks and Rec. And as far as I see from this letter is they can't just come in and pave over and cut down and run out anything that's in this park. And so I want to hold them accountable. We need to hold them accountable for everything that they're doing. We voted for the 2017 bond. I will tell you that in the 2022 bond, I went through and looked at it on the website, and what people don't see, they see all the wonderful things that they're going to do, but what they don't see is at the very end when it says, because it's all stated as a question, shall we assess an ad valorem tax to cover the interest rate on the bond? We may use part or all of the monies for public arts. Which means if they go into a park and they said, it might be too much work to improve it, let's just put a beautiful structure here, that's what they're going to do. And while a lot of people wanted to vote for it because of the housing for homeless, the improvement of communities, $16 million is going to public arts. So when I voted, they had a booklet there in the library, and I decided to look. And once I added the numbers for every project, they had allotted some money for public arts, $16 million. So if they're really concerned with improving communities and providing housing, then we don't need quite that much money put to public art. Public art is beautiful. I appreciate the symphony and all of the wonderful artists we have in town, but it'd also be nice if maybe we approach some of those other artists and sculptures that we have that are starting out, or that we recognize in other areas of the city. So I'm definitely not